Hi, it's Alaska Granny. One of the strategies for food storage is to look for shelf-stable entrees in your grocery store and find an entree that's simple to open, easy to eat, and requires very little preparation. That's a food that's easy to stockpile in your pantry, even keep in your bug-out bag, because in an emergency, they're already prepared. You wouldn't even need to heat it up. One of the products I've been trying lately are the Hormel Compleats. They come in lots of different flavors. Here's a variety of the Hormel Compleats that I'm going to try today. This one is beef tips with mashed potatoes in beef gravy. The beef rib tips with mashed potatoes and gravy has 210 calories per serving and 15 grams of protein. Always look for the best by, sell by, and use by date and check over all of the nutritional facts and the ingredients. Remove the outer package and you can see it's sealed up very well. The top layer is sturdy. It's not like saran. It's a heavy-duty wrap and it's sealed down completely all the way around. You have to give a good tug to get them open. You want to vent it halfway and put it in the microwave for 60 seconds, then allow it to sit an additional 60 seconds to heat all the way through. Make sure you keep the cover in place because this one did some popping and a piece of the meat even blew out of the package. So I'm sure that the sauce would have blown all over the microwave if the paper hadn't been over it. Let's peel it the rest of the way off. See how it looks. See where it did some of its exploding. A big solid chunk of mashed potatoes. Let me break it up so that the gravy can get all into the mashed potatoes. I've stirred it together. It's got some nice chunks of beef, lots of gravy, and the mashed potatoes are pretty creamy once you stir them around. The beef rib tips certainly doesn't seem to be as meaty as some of the other choices, such as the pot roast. But let's see how it tastes. Here's a bite of the meat with the gravy and some potatoes. The gravy is a completely different flavor from the one that was like a pot roast with mixed vegetables. So the two beef entrees aren't going to just taste identical, even though they sound like they might. They have a different flavor. And that's always good for variety. It doesn't include any vegetables in this entree, so for every beef tips with mashed potatoes and gravy that you store, you may want to make sure that you also store a can of vegetables of some sort that you enjoy, so that you have a more complete and filling meal. These only have about 200-210 calories, so it's not going to fill you up like a whole dinner or a meal, so you may want to consider that if you're thinking about planning for meals. Serving only 200 calories for dinner is not very filling or satisfying, so make sure that you take that into account and have some other foods on hand that could go with it. Even a package of instant mashed potatoes, a few cans of vegetables, maybe some bread and butter, and don't forget our Alaska favorite pilot bread. There's a lot of different filling choices that can make these kind of meals stretch farther and keep you going in times of need. Whether you need to just get out of the door or an emergency that maybe has come to your family or your location. Stock up on foods while things are readily available and consider some of the Hormel Compleats as part of your prepper pantry and emergency long-term food storage. Learn more at alaskagranny.com. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.